Yeah, hello there. I'm my name's William Tegetmeier. I'm the master thatcher. I've been brought in to thatch this building here, Joe the Quilter's cottage. We're it's on a turf base, and we're laying moorland heather over the top and fix these in. And it's laid on these split oak rafters, and then the turf's laid horizontally, and then the heather goes up in courses and screwed through to the rafters. It was commonly used in the Tyne Valley, certainly, and other parts of Northumberland where it was growing. It was the cheapest form of roofing, but in the old days, they used to pull it out of the ground. This has been cut, but pulling it out also meant that the soil and the moss came out with it. So we're having to introduce the moss and the soil separately, but all together they keep the water out. Heather on its own doesn't really do that. It needs moss and it needs turf as well. In some respects, it's very easy, but it doesn't want to be used as thatch, so it's quite intransigent in that way. To be straightened. I'm having been a reed and a straw thatch. Obviously, those materials are very different from these, and this one. Those are very slippery and slide around, whereas this, you can't. It grips itself so well, so it's hard to manipulate it once it's in a bundle on the roof. But on the other hand, it doesn't slide off, so that has an advantage in that way. I think historically, because it grows in abundance on the moors, it was the obvious material to use. But it needs a steep pitch. That's the thing. That's why this roof is like this. Is about 55 to 60 degrees. So and that all helps to shed the water as well. And it has it's hard to know exactly in average conditions, I imagine it's about 30 to 35 years life, probably. Something like that, I hope. Anyway, hoping for that. But it's quite, although it grows in abundance where it likes the soil, it's quite fussy about where it does grow. It needs light soil. But I think it's a good spot for a roof here because it gets the sun on it. I've got a man who's turfing, doing a fantastic job, professional turfer. He brought him in just to speed the job up a bit. I did the bottom 4 courses during the Georgian weekend, just a couple of days last week. So they just come back today, this morning. So it's promising, as long as the weather stays nice. It should be okay.